Hello, welcome back. So in this video we will see some of the functions or some of the simple ways to declare the standard matrices. Like many times we may need a matrix with some particular properties. Suppose like if we want to declare a matrix with all zeros. So there is a function called zeros, and it will declare a 3 by like, and then you give the number, so it will create a matrix with all zeros. In the same way, there is a function called ones, so it will create a matrix with 2 by 2 matrix or whatever number you give here with all ones. We declare a matrix A, suppose, with all zeros, but not a square matrix, but a matrix with some different number of rows and columns. We can declare it like this. It is true for ones as well. So it is declaring the matrix with whatever number of row and columns we mention in the function. In the same way, we can declare diagonal matrix. The name is I, say 4. It declares a matrix 4 by 4 square matrix with all the diagonal elements as ones. Okay, all the diagonal elements are ones. But if we give some different number of rows and columns, it declares diagonal diagonal matrix with 4 rows and 3 columns, but the last row is 0. So it created 3 4 by 3 matrix, but of course not all elements can be 1 in this case. So maybe we can check this also. So if you can observe, it will always create a diagonal matrix with smaller number of maybe it is a row or maybe it is a column. So whatever smaller, that will get created, and the rest of the number, that is in this case fourth row or in this case third column, will be 0. And then there is another function called as a magic. It creates a particular matrix which has a property that it's all the rows, sum of the all the rows and sum of all the columns is same. And not just that, sum of all the diagonals, there are two diagonals, in this case 852 and 654, the sum is same. So here it is, like if you can check, sum would be 15 for all the columns, same also for all the rows and also for the diagonals. So this is a magic. We may need this sometime in the our research work, or sometime to achieve some task. We may need such a matrix. Also we can generate a random matrix. Definitely it is needed at many places. So random matrix generation is pretty simple. So it generated a function is rand, and mention the number that will tell you row or column. If you can give like this, it created 4 rows, 2 columns of the random matrix and check that it is different. So it is random number. So every time it should give me different values, obviously. So in this way, there are some existing useful functions which we can use later on in the programming for declaring some of the matrices.